Violence can now access information and support at the touch of a button. An artificial intelligence-powered smart companion called Rainbow has just been launched. It also provides scenario-based stories to users, which helps them identify patterns in their own relationships or those of their friends and relatives. To tell us more, we're joined in studio by the founder of AI for Good, Kriti Sharma. She's also at Sage, but actually not, well, it's founder and VP of AI. Thank you very much for joining us. It's good to have you on the program.
Thank you so much for having me today, Leah.
All right, talk to us a little bit more about this. What does it all encompass?
So when we realize how people are going through the experience of abuse and at the scale that it is in South Africa, 1 in 3 women face abuse at home. We realized we need to design a companion, an experience that works for them. So Rainbow is a smart companion. It's like a friend, but it's a machine. It's like a robot behind the scenes. It helps people who feel very lonely in their journey of getting over the experience of abuse.
Yeah. So this whole thing started with the Soul City Institute for Social Justice. You
Right.
also work together with them, is that correct?
That's right. Soul City, they're an incredible nonprofit working here in South Africa for social justice over decades. And this is a beautiful experience of bringing together social justice world with the latest, the best cutting-edge technology in the world. Artificial intelligence is the same thing that powers Siri or Google or Alexa when you use it. So why not solve the toughest problems using that? And we have a great partner, Sage Foundation, who have been the founding funder for the program.
Okay, so help me understand this. How is it going to work?
So you start chatting with Rainbow on Facebook Messenger, like you chat with your friends.
This is accessed through Facebook
Messenger, right. And you start chatting with Rainbow. You can ask questions like, my partner controls my money. Is it normal that he asks me to get into sexual situations that I'm not comfortable with? Or my partner checks my phone constantly. What's normal and what's not normal?
Yeah.
And it's there to be a companion in that lonely journey. Because when we spoke with several women in South Africa to understand that experience they go through, we found 3 things. They felt very lonely in that journey. Mm-hmm. They didn't share the situation with even their closest family members or friends. They needed a companion. They also thought they were getting judged by people closest to them, like, why don't you leave? What did you do wrong to provoke this behavior? So we provide them unbiased, non-judgmental information through a machine, completely anonymous, totally discreet. And also we found that they wanted to do things at their own pace when they're comfortable with it. So they can chat with Rainbow 24/7, whenever they want, and it's always there to guide them and take them on that journey. It doesn't say, you're going through domestic violence and here's the act of 1998. It speaks their language, that This is not normal, this is okay, this is not okay, draw the lines and just get reaffirmation.
It's actually quite incredible, because a lot of the times you'll find that victims of domestic abuse and those that are going through it are too scared to speak out, and they keep it inside and they don't speak to anybody about
Right.
it. But this is an anonymous way of actually sharing your story and getting advice at the same time. So it's a fantastic initiative. Where has it been launched already?
We launched it yesterday.
So it was launched yesterday. Is it a global initiative?
We hope to go global at some point, but South Africa is the first country in the world to get access to this service. So this is launched for the first time in the entire world, an AI-powered smart companion for people who are facing violence.
Yeah.
And the response has been phenomenal. Just last night I pulled out all the data. We have over 50,000 conversations already with Rainbow.
That is incredible. Just here in South Africa.
Just here in South Africa.
It's great, but it's sad.
It's great,
because
and it's
that
sad,
is telling you the
absolutely.
extent of abuse in this country.
Right, and the data that we are analyzing, completely anonymized, but it helps us look at patterns. And what we find is, whilst the Me Too movement has created a real platform for us to understand the scale, the unprecedented scale of harassment and discrimination, we see that technology needs to do more than hashtags. What about all those people who are not comfortable speaking out on Twitter or Facebook, but they just want to share what's happening in a one-to-one private way where nobody's there to judge them? We're seeing a lot of patterns in the data. For example, people are asking a lot of questions about alcohol-related abuse, children's safety, and what are the different nuances of control, threat, online abuse.
Yeah.
And it's there to just speak with them. And we've put in a lot of attention and effort into designing the personality of Rainbow.
Yeah.
It's a very friendly and likable beings that you communicate with.
When you ask Rainbow for advice or help, does it also access that for you to say you can contact your nearest centre, or does it use your sort of location to try and help you? How can it assist you in that way besides just giving advice?
So it gives you advice, helps you understand what are early signs of abuse.
Okay.
You can also follow stories of people who've gone through similar experiences. So they're immersive, personalized stories, and your experience to Rainbow would be different to mine.
Of course.
Based on our patterns. And you can follow the journey of characters who've been through similar situations. Some of it might feel familiar, and then you'll see how these people took empowering journeys. And we see very often at the end of going through a story and that immersive story, people are asking, like this character, where can I find the closest shelter? Or how can I get access to legal rights? I thought my children
it'll
would be
help you with
taken
that
away.
as well.
Exactly. So we route them to resources that can actually help. And
Fantastic.
I'd say for the first time ever, we've flipped the experience on its head. Instead of the traditional information that organizations, and there are some fantastic organizations who want to give it to people, we want it to be about what they want.
Yeah.
So they don't have to use words like abuse and violence. They use things like, my partner controls my money.
Okay.
I'm worried about my children. And we can use technology to understand those words. Just like when you search in Google and Google understands what you're saying, the same way we understand their words, and it's all about them.
Fantastic. So to wrap it up, you've got to download you've got a download Messenger, Facebook Messenger, and it is available on there. Do you have to put anything on it, or it's just as you get Messenger?
So it's very simple. You just go to www.highrainbow.org, and there's a button, Start Talking, and it pops up open your Facebook Messenger. You don't have to create a new login. You don't have to download another app. You just go to the website, highrainbow.org.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for talking to us about this. I think this is an amazing initiative. Kriti Sharma, she's the VP of AI for Good, and also from Sage, talking to us about a new application. It's like a Siri, but on Facebook Messenger, that can help you if you are in an abusive situation and relationship, and you can talk to them and it'll give you advice back. All right, let's take a break. We'll see you after this.